It's been fascinating because I've been on this sort of journey through motherhood where, I've always been a very liberal person, maybe even a libtard. So once you have a kid, you start like having thoughts that have been characterized as conservative. As soon as I had a kid, I was like, I need a gun now.
Did your opinions change drastically when you became a mother, as did our girl Whitney Cummings here? Oh, that's not a very good. That's not a very good. I was going to say,
wow, you're doing her dirty on that one.
Yeah, okay, that one's a little bit better. Here, we'll just let it play. There we go. Okay, babe, I got a question for you.
Okay.
How much of a change for you and your social views, your religious adherence, your strictness, shall we say, changed when you became a mother?
I don't know if I really changed. I mean, I've always been who I am.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I have a little video here.
Although, I will say, when I first became a mom, do you remember with Ryder?
Yeah.
I was like, no, he's only going to play with like wooden toys, and he's only like
cloth diapers and handmade baby food.
I made my own baby food. I was like, he's never going to eat baby food out of a jar. And
by the time Elizabeth rolled around, you're ready to pressure wash the kids.
I still made my own baby food. Like, baby food in a jar just really weirds me out. But I made my own baby food. But also, like, I remember I got them French fries one time, and I was like, I'll allow it. So, like, you're very strict at the beginning, and then maybe you just get a little bit more relaxed, and you realize life ain't that serious. I don't know.
Okay, well, we're going to see what Whitney Cummings here said just recently on the Bill Maher show.
Okay.
And I think we've had some very hopeful episodes recently, and this is actually one of them. I think that Whitney Cummings shows why there's hope for women. Like, it seems like the stranglehold that feminism has had on ladies is starting to loosen. And just like Carrie Fisher stared into the face of Darth Vader and said, the tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. It looks like either that grip is relaxing or we've got a lot of ladies slipping through the fingers.
Oh, no, that's totally true. Like, all over TikTok, there's women like posting videos of like, who fought for my freedom to work because I'm going to like raise you from the dead to kill you again. Like, like people are really pissed they have to work.
So here's one Whitney Cummings. I've actually met her in person.
Who's Whitney Cummings?
Whitney Cummings is a comedian. She was actually a judge at a show that one of my other stand-up comedian friends, Ryan Hamilton, she was adjudicating it. And she wasn't as famous back then. She was definitely an established comedian with her own career, but she had not formed her podcast. This was the early to mid 2000s. It was, I hate to admit, it was like 15 years ago. All right.
Okay.
She was actually, I believe, a successful model before beginning her career as a stand-up comedian, but also just like an insufferably socially progressive in so many media interviews and productions and so on and so forth, to a point that was like almost turn you off. Like I questioned subscribing to her on Instagram sometimes, right? But it's really interesting seeing how she turned around. So I'm not going to bury the lead here, okay? And also, I mean, being a performer and so on and so forth, I'm sure some of it was a little bit of a meme. But let's go here. Whitney Cummings on Bill Maher.
But once you have a kid, you start like having thoughts that have been characterized as conservative. As soon as I had a kid, I was like, I need a gun now. It's been fascinating because I've been on this sort of journey through motherhood where, I've always been a very liberal person, maybe even a libtard. So once you have a kid, you start like having thoughts that have been characterized as conservative. As soon as I had a kid, I was like, I need a gun now. Not for myself, because I've got coyotes in my yard. Right. I've got coyotes everywhere. And before I had a kid, I was like, they coexist with us. Coyotes were here first. Like, I'm in the coyotes' home. Now I'm like, let's make hats out of them. Let's make hats. Let's make coyote boots, coyote earrings out of their eyeballs. Like, it's just...
All right.
That's funny. I like that.
Dude. So is it true? Do you feel like the same thing happened to you or what?
No, because I've always been conservative, but I also married a guy that's very masculine and has a lot of guns and knows how to use them. So like I didn't feel the need to become a man to get my own gun. I actually don't like guns. I don't own one. Cardin owns enough for the both of us. Like,
remember when you tried to say like, I don't want Ryder going with you to the gun range, and like he came home learning how to pack AR-15 magazines.
Yeah, Ryder knows how to shoot a gun better than I do. So that's fine. Like, he's going to be a man one day. He needs to know how to protect himself and his family. I'm totally for that.
Oh, now that you mention it, I'm actually just going to throw up our own Instagram here, because I remember right when we got married was like right when I just started doing Instagram. So I'm going to see if I can just like scroll all the way to the bottom here and see some of our earlier posts, because I don't Instagram a ton, right? But I think if memory serves me correctly here, like one of the very, very first posts that I ever made on my Instagram feed was actually with Ryder, when he was at the gun range and he was literally shirtless, learning how to pack an AR-15 magazine. All right. Well, that's not the pic I was looking for, but it is a picture of our cute kids at the range there. So I guess.
Look how little they were.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe nowadays. And I appreciate your classification as what did you say? A big guy with lots of guns, and that's how
I said you're a masculine man with lots of guns and you know how to use them. So I don't feel the need to be masculine to protect my kids. I know you're going to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. That
we
is
also
awesome. I appreciate that.
Our Great Dane that will chew your face off if you ever try to come into our house. So
that's true. Even I sleep better at night with some of the animals that we have on site. If not just as definitely an effective doorbell, but also a deterrent to those that would attempt a little B&E. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, guys, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Did your opinions change drastically when you became a mother, as did our girl Whitney Cummings here? Oh, that's not a very good. That's not a very good. I was going to say,
wow, you're doing her dirty on that one.
Yeah, okay, that one's a little bit better. Here, we'll just let it play. There we go. That's a little bit better. Did your opinions change when you ended up becoming a mother, much like Whitney Cummings? Let us know in the comments below. And for this and more, please make sure you check us out at wardradio.com.